Yeah, as we see here, they're lining up on Gamma, which is very atypical for this category, yet to be seen in the tournament, or ever, I believe. I don't think we've ever seen a run actually begin with Gamma. I think everyone has either done Knuckles or Amy first, but always ended with Gamma. So this will be a first for the record books for sure.
The
Definitely the most difficult order too. I think most people would agree.
the order that was chosen was Gamma, Amy, or Gamma, Knuckles, Amy,
Yes,
which
yes.
is, in my opinion, the most difficult you could possibly make this category on yourself.
Absolutely.
You save all of the RNG for the end. You save all of the execution for the end. You just get the shortest category out of the way first. It makes no sense. Gamma's
The
supposed
perfect
to
sync. Here we go.
like Gamma's supposed to be kind of like the victory lap. There's a couple tricks for sure. Gamma's very hard, but Gamma's the final challenge. You know, he's like the pop quiz at the end of the test. He's
What
not
I've been
supposed
thinking
to be
about,
the opener.
what I've been thinking about for it though is that's true. Oh, they both hit scoop skip. Let's go.
Is this the same video?
So synchronized. But in a tournament setting, right, you cannot reset your RNG regardless, right? So whether you're getting that bad RNG now or later, you're gonna get it at the same time, really, in the end.
Yeah,
So
that's
from that
true.
perspective, it really does come down to execution, and I think that's why it's like having Amy last is just absurd. That's just so
It's just
crazy, you know?
crazy. Like, Amy's one you've got to be kind of fresh for, which is why people have been starting with it, because you want to be warm. You want to be ready to hit all the
Definitely.
Amy shit. If you've already gone through and you've gotten, you've had a great knuckle, you've had a great.
We are watching the same feed right now. This sync is ridiculous.
They even died in the same fucking place.
Okay, starting with Gamma might actually be hype because the Gamma sync will last for so long. Right? I mean, like, the minor differences, they're gonna be pretty close for most of Gamma. Whereas if they start with another category, they'll go out of sync so early. So this is kind of the most hype category to begin with.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. Like,
Oh, the pillar sync is gonna be magnificent. I cannot wait.
oh, don't
They're
say
both
that.
lining up.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
no!
I cursed him. I cursed him. That's on me.
Oh, Spacebar taking a spill on pillars. That's honestly, with it being this early, it's really, maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah, honestly, pillars, they're so hard in a tournament setting. I don't know why. They're impossible to hit.
Did Spacebar just pause buffer pillars?
Maybe?
I've never seen that in my life. That's fucking absurd.
Yeah, that seems like it wouldn't even help, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that doesn't feel like it'd make it easier.
Spacebar is probably the only runner I've seen actively utilize pause buffering in any sort of anything with this game. I would not be surprised if that's something they've worked into their game plan for a backup, especially since they failed fast pillars the first time.
Very true. Pause buffers and resets, like restarting in Knuckles, like in a level, are things that Spacebar and I have like talked about a lot. Honestly, people don't understand how much lab work Spacebar is just always doing in the background. We're constantly messaging each other with like random garbage, like, "Hey, check out this like punch cancel Knuckles can do here. You think it'll save a frame or something?" And it's like 99% of it doesn't end up being useful, but some of it is super, super cool like that. So.
Oh, for sure. And, like, every little bit of that labbing helps. For every day that goes by,
Alpha's having a very clean Gamma right now. Clipped in well.
Spacebar, of course, being known for other categories beyond just KAG2. Beyond
Oh,
being
of course.
a top Amy runner, we've got Space Launch as a backup strat, which is damn near necessary for a good Sonic Story run now.
Well, Spacebar's struggling a bit there with that clip out. 2 tries on the block. Oh, but Alpha falling off the wall run.
That's actually huge.
A second time. Okay,
Second
the nerves
time.
are definitely getting to him a little bit here. Gamma, honestly, a little bit slept on for the execution. It's not so difficult. It's just precise,
Amy,
right?
It's not Amy level like claw grip level execution, but it's that You need to know. It's that
Yeah,
kind of knowledge.
and your angles, like, they have to be correct, you know, for certain tricks for Gamma. That's all it is. It's like your line has to just be right. So if you're letting
Yeah.
yourself be a little wavery or uncertain, then it's really easy to overcompensate turning and not getting the wall run or something like that. Spacebar. Oh, very fast clip in there. Saving a little bit of time here, I think, on Alpha with this. Though losing it, of course, in the entrance, so.
Yeah, but you know,
But
there's
still, anyone's
plenty
game, of
time.
course. Yeah, they're seconds apart at this point still, you know. Both of them will be fighting Sonic first.
Of course, that makes sense. Something that is relatively recent is starting to fight Sonic first, but it does save a camera change. That little camera angle is a little bit faster.
Something I'm not sure the runners have considered in advance. I mean, I'm sure they've thought about it, but is that they'll be ending in autocam here.
That's true.
Right? So there's just a random, also unnecessary camera switch you have to do by beginning with Gamma.
That is true. I didn't quite think of that either.
Like, ending with Gamma, the run's over, at least, when you're in auto. Here, they're going to have to switch at the start of Amy, or Knuckles' story. Yeah, sorry, in my mind, I was still thinking, yeah. Yeah, I guess at the start of Knuckles. Unless, I mean, they could rock early game Knucks in. They might just play Knuckles in auto for a bit as well. It's not horrible, but...
They could play the whole game in auto cam, you know.
Spacebar are really having a bit of difficulty here on Red Mountain. Honestly, the nerves for Gamma, they're hard. Like I said, those angles, if you're not holding the right angle, you won't clip out anywhere, so.
You've got to hit those perfect angles. You know, your muscle memory has to be perfectly on point.
233 for Alpha there. That's actually a pretty good Red Mountain
really
time.
Good.
Yeah, a really good time. Alpha double checking there to make sure he switched. I get that. Sometimes it feels like you didn't do it or went too fast, and you just have to mentally check. And when you can pause and unpause in like 3 frames like they do, then it doesn't really matter.
Right. Now, Alpha does have a little bit of the lead here, you know, finishing up, reaching over to Delta now to finalize with the last of the couple flags before heading back into the adventure field. Spacebar just now reaching Windy Valley. It's hard to say it's a whole level for Gamma, because, you know, levels for Gamma are super short, but I mean, it is basically a whole level deficit right now that Spacebar's in.
It's funny because Windy Valley Gamma is almost like a Tails level the way it gets played, you know? You just kind of fly outside the whole level to the end.
You just fly through one little piece of geometry that just so happens to have a small hole in it that's Gamma shaped. And then just the level's over.
And there's several ways to get past it. That's what I love too. Alpha's still going for the forward walk. He doesn't like the left one, I guess. Weird. It's funny, the people who like swap strats and don't, you know, some people are always like, oh, yeah, that strat might be faster, I'll do it. And other people are like, why would I learn a strat that saves like nothing? Like,
yeah, if you're comfortable with something, if you've been doing it for a long time, like learning a new trick, learning a new line to save like 1 second, if you've still got more to optimize, is it really worth your time to divert to 1 second away? And Labrys, yes, the order that they have chosen to go in is Gamma, Knuckles, Amy.
I bet we see Spacebar go for his no jump tech for the death warp back after Red Mountain. He's been trying this idea where you just mode change into the fence and clip through and fall down, and in mode change you fall much faster.
That's true. That's interesting.
Yeah, Mimic actually has a method of doing it. He posted a clip in our Discord the other day. It's really interesting, but it's kind of finicky. It looks so. If you're not very practiced, I don't think he'll hit it. But I imagine he'll go for it because it looks really cool, and Spacebar loves doing that kind of stuff.
Of course, mode change being super broken. Alpha
missing early shot.
Able to hit early shot on the first try.
Doesn't restart for it either. This is an opportunity for Spacebar.
I don't know if I agree, especially with how early on this is.
I agree. It's the first. It's the first category. Why wouldn't you restart, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You've got 2 lives to burn. Just restart, dude. Like, it's not at this point because you've already hit beta once, but that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Unless Spacebar would have to miss every single time.
If he missed, is he gonna restart? He doesn't either.
He doesn't either.
Maybe this was also gentleman. But I can't imagine why. But I don't know.
I can't imagine why. It's like just in VC, be like, "Hey, bro, don't go for early shot." I bet. Like, why?
Alpha's like slightly ahead of him. Is like, I missed. Don't try. Don't try.
Spacer's like, "All right, yeah, I got you. I'm just gonna be better than you and Amy." Like, this doesn't make any sense. This is nonsensical. But
yeah, this feels like both runners normally would have restarted. I think it's only because they did it first. They don't like it's kind of thrown them off their usual vibe. Like something about it must just feel different to them because it's first. You know, they're thinking like Knuckles is next. I don't want to waste time. What if I get bad RNG? You know?
Yeah. What if I reset and throw away a good set in the future?
Like whereas
like I re-rolled my RNG table.
Whereas like when Gamma's at the end, right, you're kind of just thinking like, okay, this is my only opportunity to save time. Right now it's I will lose more time if I miss it again, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a mentality difference despite it not despite it being statistically not different. It's that kind of headspace.
Okay, piece 1 over here, so he's going to be checking the balcony, hoping he doesn't have to go, but he's going to have to go over there. Yep.
Yeah, got trolled.
Unfortunate. Again, another opportunity for a little bit of time save. Spacebar could get a crazy good set. And I bet it's going to be police car or something. Oh, no, floating. Yep.
Yeah.
Still, not a good set.
A pretty awful set with great execution.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not a horrible set if you were to know that it was that set. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you can't. Like, you have to check a certain line.
You can't know what set it was.
Spacebar's going to have to go the other way anyways for the piece 1. He might as well have just gone for all 3 of them. Smart, though, to take the fountain here.
Yeah, good way to get to the back. You've got the balcony piece up here. You've got a piece up here in the trash. And you probably
the enemy and then the one beneath it. Yeah, that's not a very good set.
Yeah, that is a
Spacebar or Alpha with the early enemy piece 3 in the lion. What is this gonna be? A vault room piece 1, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, vault room. It looks like.
Yeah, potentially. Great execution.
Spacebar, of course, going for the clip in. I love it. It's so sick. Cool. That clip came from Mr. J back in the old Discord. I don't know if he's still kicking around, but shout out to Mr. J for that clip into the train station. Let's see Spacebar set here.
Great piece 2 for Spacebar.
Lion, okay, and shower. Interesting that you can see shower piece when you're grabbing lion.
Yeah, great execution on that set as well. They've had some pretty weak RNG. It's not the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah. Their Knuckles execution, though, is ridiculous because they are, I mean, they're both times 20 and Centurion Masters.
Of course.
Grinding back and forth for world record trades. Ooh, Alpha screwing up Chaos 2 in a rare sight. Alpha okay, also still in autocam.
Yeah, 2 cycling Chaos 2, not that bad. Spacebar with the extra creamy cream skip.
They are still so close. I mean, like Alpha with the lead, but anything could still happen with RNG and Amy left. I mean, like Door RNG at the end could swing this whole race still. I mean, it's crazy to think like they got all these safe stuff out of the way. It's all risk from here on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And if you notice, like when Spacebar went for his cream skip, he didn't even do a punch. He went straight for a jump and got it.
Yeah,
did a glide cancel. That is preposterously hard.
If you roll your thumb off start onto your jump or your punch, you can do the one where you don't jump or punch. You're just immediately running. It's pretty crazy, actually. Alpha used to be like, I mean, I say used to be, maybe still is. I don't see his Knucks much, but a master of it, just hitting it every time. It looks like Knuckles just is running when the cutscene ends. It's really crazy.
Brother, I said something about cream skip, and he started speaking in hieroglyphics. I don't even know what the hell half of that meant. Like
just some crazy Knuckles tech that these two both know. They're just insane Knuckles runners, honestly.
This is
Alpha with
this
a
has been
bad
really,
set though.
really good race to watch, but this set is atrocious. Oh no, piece 3.
All over the place, yeah.
Okay, it's that bad Nick piece.
Okay, could have
once
been
again,
worse.
shockingly good time for the set given, as Spacebar just now entering Red Mountain. That level difference from Gamma, which was
Oh,
earlier,
he's gonna go over
is
the volcano now,
still
yeah.
around.
Yeah, piece 3 on volcano top. That's rough. He knows where his set is though now, so the remaining execution should be fine. But both of them getting pretty unfortunate RNG for all of Knuckles,
Yeah.
honestly. A dig, and then he'll still have to go over it. Yep.
Did Alpha opt to dig after Red Mountain, or did he not want to be on the ball?
I did not notice, unfortunately. I hope he dug.
Notice
In
that.
my
I hope he
head canon, he dug. Yeah. Let's see. Spacefire. No dig.
No dig. Saddest game. Saddest run I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's gonna get first door Amy RNG, so it'll be alright.
Which we haven't seen yet, you know.
Yeah, double good our luck we have yet to see.
I'm really excited for both of these runners to get door 5.
Gentlemen to just be unlucky together.
The gentleman to have the worst RNG you've ever
Yeah.
seen in your damn life.
Our scientist found the seed with the lowest odds of success. You're both gonna race it.
And now, if you're in the chat in winners semis and you've watched a bit of this tournament, you're probably wondering, how does Chaos 4 work? So, for Chaos 4, you'll notice the runners are flying from lily pad to lily pad. As they do so, they're staying in the air. And by being in the air, Chaos 4 avoids his slowest attacks. That's why you see Knuckles runners kind of just soar around and try to do something to pass the time. You know, it's getting old.
That's pretty informative. I didn't know that. You should do you have to work to get it like as dry as it is, you know? Like do you sometimes have too much fun saying the lines and then you have to run it back just a little less enthusiastic?
Yeah. It's
Alpha's already free.
Thank God. One of our runners has passed Chaos 4. Please glue your eyes to the left side of the screen where the interesting thing has begun. As Alpha's now doing his jungle movement with the gold key, this is slept on. This movement
Is he still in auto?
He is still in auto. I know because
that transition from the ramp to the run. Oh, so good. Without going in the air. I love when Nixer runs up the wall with the silver one. Oh, getting an extra life.
1-up. That's actually kind of huge. It gives him an extra reset.
Yeah, exactly. Now he can afford more risk in Skydeck and checking stuff out.
Yeah, that is a very, very good pull. Maybe even better than Speed Shoes, depending on what his set is. You know, Speed Shoes, though, you get that cool song.
Oh, yeah, the music goes hard. I mean, I can't lie. Sonic music goes hard.
Wow. The movement in Lost World was fantastic. Does he get the
first try?
No, the second try, though. That's going to be in 11 second. Yeah. Low 11, finishing up with Lost World.
Oh, not grabbing the piece there immediately for Spacebar.
Yeah, Spacebar is struggling to grab the silver key. The movement here is hard. Everything feels super sticky. This jungle.
Oh, yeah, the jungle movement here sucks. I think it's the worst hub movement in the game, honestly, that you have to do.
It's bad. Like, for both characters that have to do it, it's bad. I guess Sonic has to as well, but...
Have you seen the Alpha clip where he just flies through the wall in Lost World and doesn't even pause buffer? He just goes right through it. It's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, he doesn't even go into the doorway. It's like the wall, like, before it's indented. He just hits it and flies right through. I've seen a couple clips of people doing it, but imagine if we could get that consistent.
Alpha, literally cheating at life. It's not fair. As I would say, you know, Amy hasn't happened yet, but Space was the favorite to win this match, and Alpha's got, for this level of competition, this is a huge lead.
He's the favorite, but he's the favorite by like 4 seconds. Alpha's actual KAG PB was never uploaded to the boards. So it honestly, like, they have been matching each other's times spot on behind the scenes. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And Alpha swoosing right in. Great turnaround here on the
And,
Sky Deck.
and this Sky Deck still can change everything. Like, we still have so much
yeah.
RNG left.
Sky Deck is murder. Cage
Ooh,
piece.
great movement to get that piece 3. That was like the best you could do for that.
That was by far the strongest we've seen for that in the tournament.
And the reset. Oh, he's gonna try and get it to get killed by the ball, I bet. That's what he's hoping for, at least. Oh, it didn't happen.
Okay. 19-second Sky Deck, that's huge. No, Spacebar could have a better one. Sonic the Hedgehog was added to the list. Let's go.
He might just play that before Amy's story. Who knows?
Yeah, he's got the time. The game's not very long.
Spacebar with a great first piece. Gonna scan for the piece 3 over here. Oh, and he gets it. Okay, wow.
Worth 100%.
As far as he can tell, there's not a sliding piece, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
Wow, great set, actually. A great set.
This Sky Deck was very nice.
Yes.
This set. Sonic the Hedgehog was added to the list. I think. He gets
Okay, let's see. Alpha going for the traditional left side setup here.
Alright. Chaos 6. Looking good so far.
Spacebar's hoping to not drop any of the ice bombs through the world this time.
Yeah.
Having 2 fall through in a previous game. Kind of ridiculous, honestly. You're able to see that.
Fantastic Chaos 6 for Alpha. Really, really good Knuckles. 21 minutes going into the finals.
RNG was bad for both, and their execution has been spot on for both players the entire story.
It's been crazy good. The execution for both of these players the entire time has been... It's insanity.
And extremely comparable sets, too, which is so interesting. Like, different sets with similar times across the board. Oh, he can't grab the piece. There we go. Okay. He's fine. He's fine. Going for right side, nailing it. I remember when right side was considered like the hardest trick ever. Now everyone just hits it. Going for a hammer flip just cuz. Alright, Spacebar coming into the home stretch. This is his element though, so in a way that can add its own set of nerves, you know, when this is your best story, so you want to do the best, but it's at the end, so it's like this is where all the pressure's on too, right? But I mean, he's shown up so far in this tournament, so Alpha here in Twinkle Park. Nailing Castle Skip. Oh yeah, immaculate. Going for the safe strat on the fence. Respect the 28. Still a good time. Probably one of the best we've seen in the tourney. Anything below 30 is a great time. Alright, Spacebar here entering. Alpha, of course, going to be just playing a little headshot hammer. Let's see. Great setup. Oh, very fast. Flipping at a 17 there. This could be huge. Oh, he had a setup for running there. He could have gone for it. Still crazy. At 26? Yes. Oh my. At 2670. Absolutely lightning speed Twinkle Park.
A 2670 in a tournament setting? That's absurd.
That is crazy.
That is unheard of.
He, I understand why he turned in to not risk it, but if he had held forward, he could have got a 25 with the way he landed on that fence. He could have had the run there. That was an insane Twinkle Park. Honestly, like, perfectly done. Getting the white text box even, saving the frame, getting 2,000 in the first swing. Oh my goodness.
3,000.
He's feeling himself.
He's going for a high score.
Ooh, Alpha was kind of a weird jump at the start, still clipping through.
A good door clip. Hot Shelter. Hot Shelter for both Gamma and Amy has been a run killer for everybody so far. But Gamma's is already done, meaning this is the last Hot Shelter and the last truly difficult section of the run left.
he's playing clean for this Act 1. Probably get like a 41 entrance here, maybe a 40. Oh, missing headshot camera skip for Spacebar there. That's all right. It's only a couple seconds. Yeah, right before a 41 there entrance. Pretty good time for an Act 2.
Alpha storming by, leaving absolutely no more room for error. He knows he is now out of his element.
Clean left side. He went off the ramp. Good.
He has got to be scared of Spacebar. This is the level where Spacebar can make the time up. So he's got to kick some ass, which he's
Alpha
doing.
is also a world-class Amy runner.
Absolutely.
He stopped running before he got a sub 9, but he only ran for like a week and he got a 906. So, I mean, that shows you where he's at. He could sub 9 any of these runs too. So, it's just ridiculous. These guys are both just insane at all 3 categories. Spacebar getting the jump into the transition, saving a little bit of time. Spacebar is actually having a ridiculously fast hot shelter now that I look at his pace.
Yeah, you had to say something.
He was actually going too fast. It's rare that you see that, but he kept so much momentum that he had to slow himself down to land on the platform there.
And Alpha finishing up hot shelter now with a 148.
Ooh, 148. A great time. A great time. Going for his weird patented right wall side wall run there. You never see anyone else do that. Very inconsistent and strange. And yet he can do it every time. A little slower than left side, but if it works every time, I mean, why not, right? But it's crazy.
I am fucking speechless at a 148 in a tournament setting. Holy shit. Like,
yeah, I feel for Spacebar. Spacebar was on pace for a sub 140 there, though. Like, his Act 1 and his start there was insane, so I know he's got to be feeling bad, but he recovered perfectly fine. I mean, he's hauling through a 127 there. This will be a low, ooh, not getting that either. Yeah, nerves are probably setting in here.
Yeah.
But if he can nail wall float and get first door, I mean, that'll still win this race.
That would be enough. But that's
145, yeah.
That's assuming that Alpha doesn't get the same.
Exactly. It's all RNG at this point. And a little execution for this insane trick.
I don't know if Alpha knows how close Spacebar is. I don't know if they're muted or talking to each other in BC right now. But this race is still neck and neck all the way up until, I would say, the end of final leg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I mean, both of these runners are still on insane pace right now.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I love how Spacebar always flips off the top and never in the pool because he always plays with the pool still full. So he's not used to actually going into it. Alpha closing and opening the door a couple times for good luck. Just setting that RNG up.
Yeah, just manipulating a little bit. He's like, all right, I was going to play with this door so I get first door. Oh, that's that. We're going to see if that kind of mentality works out. But, sometimes that's what you need.
He's going for a banana clip here. Let's see. It's a good lineup. That's a very good lineup. He got 2 out of 23. Great speed. Ramp movement a little slow. He's low. Oh, okay. Yeah, he does that. This setup makes sense. Ooh, turned a little late on it. Let's see. It's good. Ooh, again, he turned a little late. His angle is a little off. There we go.
There we go.
Just had to use a couple extra pauses there, really set it up. But he got a good speed. Okay, gonna be backing up to go into. Ooh, come on, slow down. Don't fall. There we go.
There we go.
That, when you miss it the first time, that's the scariest. Because your instinct is to jump right back in the corner and try again. But for that trick to work, you have to land in the corner, pause briefly, and then jump again. So when you jump back in, if you don't land perfectly, you fall straight to it. You have to ride the elevator.
Here's the moment of truth. We did not get door 1. Is Spacebar going to be given a chance?
He also nails banana clip, so he's coming up on the wall here.
Oh, our IGT timers are so close. Alpha doesn't get
Ooh,
door
he misses the
3.
wall float.
Alpha got a door 5.
Oh, come on, Spacebar. Oh, and he gets it. He's floating up. Oh, I don't think it's enough now. I don't know. It's so close. It's hard to say. I don't think it's enough. Come on.
Door 5, though.
No, Spacebar.
Oh.
Doing just what I described. He didn't get it the first time, and he immediately jumped. And when you do that, you just fall straight through. You have to back out of the corner. That'll be it. Oh, you hate to see it. What a good race, though.
What a good
It's
race.
not over till it's
not-
over, but
we've
it's
seen
just
some
jungle movement
meltdowns.
in Zero, yeah.
We've seen some meltdowns in Zero. We've seen some jungle meltdowns. It's still possible. What door does Spacebar get? I don't think even Spacebar wants to know right now.
I know. Oh, my heart sinks.
I'm heartbroken.
That trick is so much harder than viewers realize. I mean, to get that trick RTA viable, it took like 9 months of labbing each individual setup.
At least it wasn't door 1. Not being door 2 is pretty sad. It better at least be door 3. He opts for door 4. It's not
just for me. I love it.
It's not.
It's
oh
door
my
5
God,
as well.
it's
We were
door
right.
5
They
as
agreed
well.
to the unluckiest seed.
The literal worst seed you could have ever seen in your entire
we
life.
knew. Oh.
Horrible Knuckles RNG. Door 5 for both players. I am so fucking sorry.
Great execution too from both of them, and I mean this is still gonna be a great KAG time for both players, but oh my goodness.
This is disgusting. The RNG of this run. Yeah, this was the race of all time.
This was the race to see. We promised it.
Yeah, no, I still agree. You know, Alpha finishing up with a 31-28.
Insane time with all the bad RNG. Oh, Spacebar. Good backup. Quick backup.
If it wasn't for Final Egg, this still would have been neck and neck. It's so sad.
Oh.
But it was a great race.
Incredibly entertaining. Yeah, and I love that both players are constantly going for just absolutely bonkers setups and tricks, like things that would kill any normal person's run. They just let it rip anyways.
Yeah, like just fucking balls to the wall, go for everything you can possibly imagine, hit everything, throw caution to the wind, especially with some of the setups they were doing for Knuckles. Like,
I know, it's crazy.
You were mentioning before the run actually started in the pre-booth how underappreciated Knuckles' tech is, and I agree. Like, Knuckles is one of the hardest characters in the game to get consistently good with his movement, and a lot of his stages go very underappreciated.
Definitely, and you may know the optimal path to the emeralds, but you don't realize all the speed building tricks on the way there, like rolling off a ledge instead of jumping, stuff like that, right? It's once you start optimizing, there's a lot of seconds to be saved from just literally playing better, and these two show that off perfectly. They got terrible RNG and still got ridiculously good times. I mean,
yeah, they got terrible RNG, and I guarantee out there, if you're not one of the people that's a top runner that was already in this tournament and is still in the tournament, go out and you have a better set, roll for the best RNG you can, you probably still wouldn't get as good a time as they did in some
exactly. GG's to both players. Spacebar here with a 3305, missing a couple hits on Zero, but I mean, that's not surprising. I mentioned a little bit of disappointment. There's a few tilt factors at play, so. But a great time, 3305, beating my PB just raw, so, love to see it.
Yep.
Of course, the
What up,
gamers
boys?
joined us. What is
AlphaDolphin.
Space and Alpha?
GG's Alpha.
Thank you.
Congrats on the dub. I felt it coming. I let you know before. I was Team Alpha.
That is true.
You guys both got terrible RNG.
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah, Spacebar and I, on my side, right before Spacebar got into the same stages as I did, a little bit later, I was always saying, holy shit, this is the worst RNG possible. What the fuck, this is so bad. And then Spacebar would come in, I would be like, yeah, you're gonna be blessed. And then he would be like, nope.
You guys got neck and neck bad RNG at every single point the whole run in different ways.